he's out 3 to 4 weeks. Martell Webster, as you may have heard, had back surgery in the offseason. He could return perhaps the beginning of December. And obviously Bradley Beal, as Caron Butler takes the 73-74%. That's got to improve.
Yeah, and again, when you talk about close games, I believe they had over 20 games that were decided by 7 points or fewer. That's when free throws really make a difference. Nene had his way, especially in that game, too.
Very impressive playoffs for Washington as Jennings goes over the top.
A good, strong, aggressive move by Glenn.
Glenn last year played in 11 games for the Wizards. Of course, he was in the D-League with Iowa, played 19 games. 6'6", 50-50 now. Off the screen and in.
Because the shot clock was down to about 3 seconds at that point. You really have to go for yourself at that point.
Another catch.
In franchise history,
right.
The only other time we won more was back in, I think, '73.
And doesn't that make you just kind of shake your head a little bit, Phil? Because you talked about the home court being an advantage.
You scratch your head.
You really does. You got to get more than 22 wins at home. I'm not sure really what advantage. A couple times, yeah. Terrific guy. In fact, he came up to us prior to the game and he said, "You know what? Every time I come back here, I feel like I'm coming home." Pistons shot 55% from the field as Seraph net this Friday here against Charlotte and Monday in Baltimore against New Orleans. The Wizards will play here Wednesday against Maccabi Haifa. That game not televised. Points, 4.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists. Shot 37% from three-point range last year, and of course he's a fabulous free throw shooter. 83% last year. Just a beast. Very tough to deal with. Washington with its largest lead of 4 points. It'll be interesting to see how the Hornets play.
But he still can be a very effective weapon for Randy Whitman.
Wizards taking advantage of the free throw discrepancy here, having shot 14 times and made 12, and Detroit's only been to the line 1 time. Inside the paint.
And you heard Paul Pierce talk about the continuity of this team and how they've been building over the last couple of years. So these 3 guys, veterans that they are, they know how to blend in. And it shouldn't take long for them at all to get comfortable. Both that shot, but instead, we both were fooled. We got called for travel.
12th Washington turnover as Detroit. Jennings, Singler, hounded by Silas, and Wall nearly had the steal. Jennings gets around Blair, feeds inside, great pass. So the Pistons can regain the lead. Wizards offense just not there in the last 5 minutes or so. And missed by Augustine.